Awishabaa from the fairy kingdoms. Fortunes abound the tranquil town of tree. In thy rushes we shake and stir. In the streams we run amok. In the waves we curl and in the oceans we purrrr. Yes, the life of wind and water is no stranger to you. You know both quite well. Did you know that all air is filled with water and all water is filled with air? Did you know that fire can burn itself? Have you heard of the earth with no grass? Have you seen fields filled with sand? Yes to all and no to all also. Why are there no answers, you ask? Have you not been filled with answers yet? Do you require more? How many more, dear one? How many? Truth and answers are games we don't play here in fairyland. It's just not stimulating enough for our feathered wings and rubbery ways. How can we weave magic with a ruler when measurements are limitless? When approaching thoughts that intertwine with the snow of truth, those cold frosty heights that see all for what it is. No dilution, no accommodation, no severance and no bleakness, just deliverance. Just just is, and there you have it. Send me away from fixations, there is far too many. Self-absorbed fixations. Questions start with a circle with a dash line to remind you where you ventured out of your queue, and over to you where E slides over to S, which bites the T of I, that looks around and ends with another S, which leads ultimately with a light bulb shaped symbol for Y. The mind loves its journeys, but so too does the soul. The soul travels so much further and sees many more things with much more insight and awareness. This is music for the soul, insightfulness and awareness. In fruits of passion and delight the soul feeds on. For in passion we find color and in delight we find light and wonder. All things answer themselves. Wherever they can be found they answer themselves. Questions are thus for the small, not for the tall. And so for whom it may be told, is such for thee to please the me. In so many ways one could not count on the many arms, fingers and hands of thee. In order to please thee in so many ways, one must surely be of divine mind. And so with such a consciousness of thee, will aspire to please and to serve the joy and plenitude of soulness, furthering outside the confines of pleasing and serving, rather willing and able. In a passion that transcends. Hope is by nature a looking ahead, joy is in the now. Being in joy is being in the now. There is no hiss in bliss. A short discovery is hereby a long-filled dream. The rise in you is nothing new, for you are the rise and the new, so what's new with you? The program of joy is your divine creation to build and make, for what is at stake is nothing that quakes. We wise be tall, be nothing and all. Point the way to blissful bay. Far off shores are not the far. Within the scope of more lies beneath the heather lore, where scent is lost and footprints sink on the muddy pores. Vastness is nothing without great heights. For in seeing there is a view in wanting nothing's new. Circles of becoming and circles of be-going are nothing what they used to be. In cone we raise our hats. Our view, our looking glass far above the toe-tapping shoes. In above we dance below, and in below we tap the earth to grow. In seasons we change our clothes. In weather, we ask the heather to brush and shimmer together. and so you have it forevermore, and that is to say that heights of plenty are never empty. A stomach filled creates the burp of gas that lights the plane of stillness for thee to be one with the empty and free. Awahoo from the fairy kingdoms.